Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So today we've got a few different topics to cover today, including salary caps, potential takeover news, and also some transfer rumours as well. So for the salary caps, of course, I'm a little bit late to this. I won't lie to you. I won't beat around the bush. On Friday, when it was announced, I was massively hungover. I had a crippling hangover because on the Thursday, I finally finished the college course I've been doing for the last couple of years. I got my results, and I come away with a merit, which is something I'm really proud of. So on Thursday I went out and drank probably 10, 11, 12 pints and a bottle of wine, and the rest is history. So I won't go into too much detail when it comes to the salary caps, because that's been covered very well across social media and other YouTubers as well. But I'll just give you my sort of reaction to it and my thoughts on it. So, in layman's terms, the salary cap, it's going to put a limit and the same limit for every team or all the teams in League One and League Two. Which for me I think is massively unfair. I can understand the thinking behind it, because of course it's trying to give a lot of teams that could potentially struggle in the past some stability. But for us and for bigger teams, I think there was 7 or 8 teams that voted against the salary caps, but of course the rest of the league voted for it. So they're trying to kind of even the playing field a little bit, but I still think it's massively unfair to restrict teams, should I say, who are bringing in better revenue. Like for us, we're bringing in a really good high revenue. So why can't we spend the revenue that we've earned? Do you know what I mean? And it's removing the right for spending the money that we've earned. And I would understand more if there was a team who were doing a sort of Man City and trying to buy the league and spending 3, 4, 5, 6 million on a player. Of course, in League One, that would be a very high sum. But if there was a team there spending, 30 to 40 odd million on several players and trying to buy the league, I'd understand that more. But this League One in particular is a very competitive league, which is something we've come to learn very quickly since we have dropped down to this league. So I find it very, very unfair. But luckily, because the EFL are so frigging useless, we do have a chance that this could get overturned, because the EFL have basically pushed this law through without even considering the relevant bodies, i.e. the PFA, etc. So the PFA have come out and basically said that this is unlawful and unenforceable because they haven't considered and consulted with the relevant bodies, which is just another cock-up from the EFL themselves. It just shows how frigging useless and stupid they are. And I'll use that a lot because I genuinely think the EFL are just damn right stupid. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, yeah. So if that does come into play, though, this salary cap, it could massively hamper our transfer window. From of course we started this transfer window really positively, bringing in Bailey Wright, re-signing him, and bringing in O'Brien as well, who looks like a really bright a bright player that we brought in. So we've made a really solid start, and we started to build a bit of momentum. There's a lot of rumours that we're bringing in some other really high quality players for this league anyway. All on free agents, so it's not like we're pissing money up the wall. Of course, you need to spend on wages, but we're not throwing a ton of money at it, which is what I was sort of referring to earlier. But it looks like a lot of them could be in danger of not happening, and particularly if we're trying to get players who might even be of a championship standard quality player. Their wages are going to be a lot higher than what you'd expect in League One. So I think a lot of our targets, if the salary cap is to remain, we're going to have to change our targets and change our system massively in terms of our transfer system and what we're going to go for this year with our targets. But I suppose if you're trying to claim any positive from it, it would mean that we will have to give a chance to our youth. Because with this salary cap, a new rule is in place that only 22 players can be registered for the season, and that's any player over the age of 21. So if we start to use our academy that has been neglected so ridiculously over the last few years, then we would be able to get around that. But it also just makes it so annoying that we've got rid of the players like Bolly Mumba in recent times, amongst others as well that we've recently got rid of, who could have added something to our squad for the season ahead. But that's just hindsight. It can bite you on the arse. But hopefully the PFA can turn this around, because I just find it highly unfair, in my opinion. I can see, like I said, I can see why some lesser teams, respectively, why they would want to do this. But it also really hampers the chances and puts an unfair restriction on some of the teams in this league. I know the likes of, obviously, Sunderland ourselves, Ipswich, and Portsmouth, they are highly against the salary cap in particular, because it really is, it's just going to mess up our chances and mess up our transfer window. I just think it's ridiculous that we're doing it, or they want to do it, sorry, in the middle of a transfer window anyway. I just think that is absolute bullshit. And it's incredibly unfair, and it's just another massive cock-up from the EFL. I think if they were to agree on it, then maybe say at the beginning of the next transfer window or next season. But to do it when a transfer window is already a couple of weeks in play, it's unlawful. It is unenforceable, and they've just put an unfair restraint on teams that have rightfully earned certain revenue. You know, there are teams who have better turnovers than us, but they're not bringing in as much money as us. And it's not me saying that we're going to spend a shit ton, because we know that had never happened anyway under Stuart Donald. But there are a lot of free agents out there that we could get who would be very useful in this league. I've done a video in my transfer targets that there are plenty of free agents out there that of course they would want certain wages, but we wouldn't have to pay over the odds for them because they're free agents. And now a lot of those that I would like to see us get, and we've been rumoured to get, those could be going down the drain now, and we'd have to look elsewhere or just use our academy, which right now is a shambles. And there isn't a high quality level of players, there isn't a high calibre of players in our academy because it has been neglected for so long. But anyway, so that is my thoughts on the salary cap. Not great. I really think it's unfair, to be honest with you, and I'm hoping the PFA can turn it around. But this morning, as of, it was early this morning, it's currently Sunday the 9th, there was a few rumours going around Twitter from a couple of different journalists, but basically saying that this period of exclusivity that Stuart Donald said, or it has been believed that there was a period of exclusivity with a set of potential new owners or a new takeover. Apparently, these said new owners or the people who they're having this period of exclusivity with, it's rumoured that it is just Juan Sartori trying to get backers to take over. So for me, if that is the case, it is literally just a reshuffling of the pack, and it isn't necessarily a new takeover, because I can't see Juan Sartori remaining at the club and SD leaving, should I say. I can't imagine that being the case, but I wouldn't be entirely against the idea of Juan Sartori staying on his 50p frigging chunk of the club that he's got. If he was to bring, the backers that we were kind of promised to get, he's got a lot of family who do have money over in Monaco and what have you, and he does have, or is supposed to have, decent contacts, which we still haven't had proof of yet. But, if that was the case, then maybe I'd adjust the idea of it. But and again, this is all rumours, by the way. It is all rumours. So, but for me, from the rumours that I've seen, it looks like it's just a reshuffling of the pack. But none of this is confirmed. It is just a rumour. So, of course, let me know in the comments what you think about that. But in terms of transfer rumours, there's still quite a bit going around the likes of Scott Fraser, Luke Garbutt, who has plenty of options. Garbutt as well as Fraser. Those are two big players that I'd like to see, and I mentioned that in my transfer target videos. But if they do have offers from the Championship and the salary cap remains in play, then we might not even be able to, attempt to compete with the types of salaries that the Championship clubs are offering. We just don't know. I mean, Marcus Maddison, in particular, we're definitely not going to be able to get him if this salary cap remains. Danny Graham is another one that's been touted around this morning, which why Danny Graham? We need some pace in the side and some strength in the side, particularly in the final third. So why would we bring in a 34-year-old who was terrible for us all a year ago? And he has a decent record in other leagues, I know, but I just feel like it isn't what we need at all. I really don't. I've seen a few people on social media get very hyped about him, but for me, I just don't think it's what we need whatsoever, and I don't think he massively upgrades what we've already got, and that's saying something. So yeah, that's pretty much the transfer rumours rounded up. But like I said, Luke Garbutt, apparently he does have quite a few suitors who want him. But again, this is all rumours. I'm going to keep saying apparently a lot, but apparently we are the sort of front runners for that. But I don't know again whether the salary cap is going to come into play. So in sort of summary, it seems as though the salary cap could get in the way of our transfer business quite considerably. Hopefully it doesn't, and we manage to work our way around it somehow. But the likes of Maddison, that's for me, that would be 100% no-go, unless a lot of these players really just want to play for Sunderland and they want to remain on a relatively small League One wage in comparison to what they could get in the Championship. But that remains to be seen. We'll have to see whether that actually happens. But that is everything, guys. So we've got the salary cap, we've got the potential rumours that it is just Juan Sartori trying to get some backers, and that is the potential new takeover. I don't know whether that's absolutely true, to be honest with you. I thought I'd just bring the rumours to your attention. And of course, some transfer rumours as well. So let me know what you think about all those topics we've talked in the comments down below. But if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button for me. It'd be massively, massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sarny Army. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.